Okay, view slideshow. Hopefully you guys can see this. In fact, can you just quickly check, because this all disappears as soon as I go onto my slides. So can you guys just let me know that you can definitely still hear me when you see my slides? Ah, no. Ooh. Right, apologies. I think we have it. So, okay. Wonderful. Okay, can you guys all see that? In fact, Bernadette, sorry, you're my person I'm going to. I'm just going to unmute you very quickly again, if I can. Oh, for some reason I can't do that.
Hi, Sophie.
Oh,
it's all good. I can see your screen. I've unmuted myself. It's Julia.
Oh, thank goodness. Right, okay. Fabulous. Thank you very much. Right. I'm going to start. Thank you so much. Okay, so I can't see where the chat is, unfortunately. And that is a little bit crucial to this, but not to worry. Let me just see if I can find it. I've got it. Okay. Right. Okay. So we're all new to technology at some point. This is all new to me, can you tell? Okay, so obviously tonight we are talking about Christmas. Okay, so can you just quickly write in the chat area, Christmas last year, were you in forever? Just a yes or a no. So Christmas 2016, were you in? Bernadette was, Wendy was, Kerry was, Julia was. Anybody else? We have said we're a bit thin on the ground. I think a lot of people are on holiday. Okay, so people were, yeah, Serge it was. Okay, great. Well, I started in June, not last year, but June 2008, started my forever business. And I did nothing about Christmas until about the November, even the December time. And it was way too late. I did not benefit. My case credits didn't, my team didn't, my retailing, nothing benefited because I just didn't plan it at all. So, do you know I love Christmas? Because I absolutely do. So you guys might think I am absolutely crazy right now talking about Christmas, but hopefully in 25 to 30 minutes you will be thinking, I am so excited about what Sophie's just talked about. There are actually only 132 days left until Christmas and only 4 paydays left for most people between now and Christmas. And I think it's a bit of a misconception because, especially now it's just still the summer holidays, as soon as you mention Christmas, people do groan and moan and, oh no. But actually, I spoke to a friend today, she's got all of her Christmas presents. A lot of the public do like to be organised. And I don't know if you guys saw, but actually Selfridges have opened its Christmas shop on the 31st of July this year. It is open. So obviously all companies will be finalising, if they haven't already, their Christmas campaigns, and obviously we are no different. Now Forever, as of yet, haven't actually released all of our Christmas campaign 2017, but don't let that stop you starting to plan your, obviously we're independent Forever business owners, so don't let that stop you starting to plan your Christmas campaign 2017. And obviously high street stores, they're going to be starting promoting their Christmas campaigns in September. That's what they do, obviously. So can you just quickly write any ideas that you guys have about Christmas? I don't know if you've started planning it. I don't know if you've started to think about it at all. But what ideas have you used last year? What ideas have you got potentially for this year? Just one-word answers or one sentences, just so I can gather just a bit of information about what people are thinking about Christmas. And obviously you can help each other as well. Okay, so who's going to be the first brave person? Just write down. I have a secret group. That could sound a bit dodgy. I have a secret group for boyfriends and husbands. Or is that just my mind? Bernadette, when you say that secret group for boyfriends and husbands, just can you clarify what you exactly mean by that? Okay, so while you're doing that, Julia said an advent calendar. Bookstore. Kerry said Bushy's bookstores. Have you already booked stalls, Kerry and Joe? Have you got things already booked? Yes, Joe, well done. Yes, I have. Julia has, Kerry has. Okay, so I'm not so stupid then for starting to talk about Christmas. Okay, so Bernadette, it's called All I Want for Christmas, and I post present ideas. Guys, this is brilliant, really, really good. I'm so pleased that you guys have started to think about Christmas and started to take action. Now, Julia, when you say advent calendar, what exactly do you mean, just quickly and very briefly? Bookstores people have done, which is great. Okay, well, Julia just writes that with regards to her advent calendar idea. First, she's written. Is it going to be one-word answers? They're going to be, so the first of the month, I'm presuming. Something happens. Can I unmute? Yeah, can you unmute yourself, or do you want me to?
Hiya.
Hello.
So much easier than typing. Okay, so on the 1st of December, and I wasn't very organised last year, so this has actually got me going for this year, I think, so thank you, Sophie, for that. So on the first day of Christmas, my, the fairies gave to me, or whatever it is, Father Christmas gave to me, and it could be buy 3 tooth gel, get 1 free. Or just something to do with forever, a little health tip maybe. So as you open an advent calendar and get chocolate, I would put a little door up with something on my Facebook page or on my retail page.
I was going to say, is this social media? This isn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. That is fab. Thank you very much for sharing. That's brilliant. Hopefully people are writing down just different ideas from other people, because it's all about helping each other. And Kerry, take a daily Elfie. We did that, didn't we, last year? What should we call it? Can anybody remember what we did last year? It was hashtag good elf. I can't remember. If anyone can remember, please do write it, because that's a really good idea. Okay, so people have started thinking about Christmas. This excites me. Okay, so obviously failing to plan is obviously planning to fail. We know this, we hear this all the time. And I don't expect you guys to be in an absolute mad panic about Christmas, oh my goodness, and plan every last detail after this webinar. I don't expect that, and I'm sure that your sponsor won't expect that. But I just want you to urge all of you just to start thinking about what your Christmas game plan is going to be. So always remember that we're not in the hardcore selling business. We're in the business of building up rapport and recommending business. So starting to think about what your Christmas game plan will be. Now, you'll hear different ideas that other people are doing, and just take on those ideas, take on board, but you don't need to do every single idea. It's completely up to you what you love doing. Some people don't love using social media. They'd prefer to do it face-to-face, or a text message or a phone call. That's obviously absolutely fine. So don't wear yourself too thin on trying to do too many ideas. Just stick to just a few ideas, 2 or 3 ideas, and just run with it, and run it through your team as well. So firstly though, are you using enough? Now it goes back to the whole, you can't recommend what you don't use. Now, if you want to increase your profit, your case credits, and you want the FIT program and Infinite to be your key sellers over the festive period, and I really highly recommend in your game plan to put in the FIT program and Infinite. It's easy for me to say, but actually, have you done the FIT program? That's obviously the scene, I pictured the C9, but have you actually done it? Now, you've got enough time to do the whole FIT program if you start soon. Obviously, you don't want to wait until December, and then it's just too late. So I really urge you, and get some key team or get some key customers to start the FIT program. Why not start on the 1st of September? If you've got kids back to school, well, they're back on the 4th or whenever it is. But why don't you just get a group of you, call it the Little Black Dress program or whatever it is, but start taking action on it now. And also the Infinite range. If you're not using this, you need to start using this. At the moment, we still don't have them, as far as I'm aware, individually. I did read something on the VIP page, and we're waiting about information when we're going to be getting these products individually. But you can buy the whole set, obviously, and it's a beautiful Christmas present, but you need to be using it, obviously, in order to recommend it. Okay, so there are so many different things that you can start thinking about and start planning, like now, really. So launches, parties, coffee mornings, a host gets a free gift or a £20 gift voucher, special Christmas offers on, a body wrap night, flawless makeup nights on your skincare, have a fit night. Now, I did actually do a fit night absolutely ages ago, when it was, I can't even remember what it was, Neutralene. Does anyone remember Neutralene? Please write down yes or no, or yes if you do remember Neutralene, but it's what came after the Clean, what was the Clean 9. But it was so boring. Oh my goodness, I bored myself. Oh, you do remember it, Julia? Oh, it was so boring. It was very wordy. I didn't have things mixed up for people to try on the night. So with the fit night, just get inventive, get creative in what you can do. The different flavours of the different shakes, the before and after pictures, maybe laminate them. There are so many different ideas you can do. Obviously a traditional launch as well. Setting the scene. Now this is something that nearer the time, nearer like November, December time, probably late October, we'll do another webinar with real specifics like setting the scene, the mulled wine, the mince pies, decorating the table. You don't need to know all of this information right now. You just need to get those events booked in. And obviously you don't have to be an expert, but you do need to use the products. Remember, facts tell, stories sell. But do start thinking, who's going to be the host and where am I going to hold these events? Because companies and people are going to start getting booked up in October, November, December. And also pups as well. So don't forget doing pups. I definitely recommend that you, if you haven't already got a couple, do get a couple. And obviously leading up to Christmas, you can put gift vouchers in there, special Christmas referral cards. If you refer somebody and they buy something as a Christmas present or something for themselves, then you get a present. Pamper hamper, cool, easy for me to say, not. A men's hamper, festive treat basket. There are so many different ideas that you can do in there. Oh, that's a really good idea. Thanks, Julia. Add your Christmas wish list to the pup. Now, it's not too early to do that. Any pup, that's a really good idea, actually. And I would really think, I hadn't really thought about doing that myself, but I probably wouldn't do that with pups in the next 2 weeks, maybe. But come September time, I don't know why, but come September time, definitely every single pup, make sure they do have a Christmas wish list in there. Great idea. So who would you give your pup to? Again, this is what we would normally do. One-to-ones, neighbours, your hairdresser, beauty therapist, friends, family, on the free prize draw, people attending the parties, just absolutely everyone. But also what I would definitely do is anyone that's ever had a pup from you, please write down, anyone that's ever had a pup, get in contact with them again and say, I've got a special festive, a festive pup. You know, do you want to try this? When can I drop it off? And to make it a special festive one, there are so many different things you can do. Obviously, you've got the Christmas wish list. You can put in our aloe blossom herbal teas in there because they smell absolutely gorgeous. So there are lots of different things. You can always just put a bit of tinsel in the bottom to just make it. So these simple things just to make it look a bit more Christmassy. Essentially, of course, it is just a pup, but there are a couple of things that you can do. Has anyone got any other ideas of how we can all make pups more festive? Please do share on the group chat now because it will help everybody. Okay, any ideas coming up? How we can make pups festive? So we've obviously got the Christmas wish list. We've got tinsel. Wrap it up. Bernadette, I love that idea. How exciting for someone actually have a pup, and that is so cost effective. Not cost effective, sorry. Little cost to just wrap it up for people to unopen. I love that idea, Bernadette. That's a great idea. Put a mince pie in, Joe. Love that. Do places do mince pies all year round? I presume they do, don't they? But that's a really good idea, mince pie. Any other ideas? Oh, Joe. Oh, you're so right. Make some. You can tell I'm not a cook, can't you? Oh, Kerry, I love you. You can carol sing when you go and collect it. Oh, I love Bernadette's. I love Joe's. But Kerry, potentially my favourite. However, I'd like you to video this. Bernadette, I love that. Chocolate coins and link to the business opportunity. That's a great idea. Surgit, hashtag, hashtag someone has been doing their research. Hashtag Aloe Elf, Elf on the Shelf, 12 Days of Elfmas, and hashtag Good Elf. Thank you, Surgit. Okay, so booking events, you really need to start doing this. As you've seen on the group chat, people have already get Christmas events in. So don't wait until October, November. Start doing this. Start phoning up churches and play groups and schools. Look on notice boards, see where people have got events. It might seem ages away. I remember when I first moved, February, March time, I did something on our team page saying that I'd just gone to the school, the local school, to see if they're having a summer event. And they got back to me, and yes, they were. And it was like 4 months away from when I first spoke to them. But it's come, it's gone. I've made some great contacts. So it's really important to start early, really. And also any raffle prizes, if you don't have to even necessarily attend certain events if they're not having like our kind of health and wellness stands at all, but offer a raffle prize. So just see if there are any raffles going on in any like office blocks or any places of work, or ask your friends and your family, have you got a Christmas raffle going on? Then why don't you give a gift voucher and lips? I wouldn't ever give a raffle prize of a big value, because that will go and you might not ever see that person. But if you give a gift voucher and lips, it's very inexpensive to you, but they're having to get in contact with you, obviously, and then that's another contact. Okay, so attention to retention, really important. Retail customers are for life, they're not just for Christmas. Keep standards high. The small stuff really, really matters. Obviously, we've got your regular phone calls that you start with, and then obviously carry on building up that rapport with people. All your customers, you can start that Christmas process in September. Give them all free samples saying this is all linked to the Christmas campaign that we're doing. And this is such a great opportunity, guys, to gain new customers and make it really, really fun. And even just, we've got real few people on tonight, maybe because people are on holiday, I don't know. But even just that, hopefully from other people's ideas with pups and different ideas, hopefully you've still got some ideas. So do this with your teams as well that aren't on the webinar tonight. Crossline as well. Oh, Julia, yes, start writing Christmas cards now so it's not a crazy rush. Really good idea. And actually, if you're the first to give out your Christmas cards with brochures, etc., then you remember, like, people do remember you as well. And lots of people don't give Christmas cards anymore. So if you're that person that does, that's fantastic. So top tips, be creative and just have so much fun as well. And also start planning who you're going to give presents to and what you're going to give them. So we've got friends, family, school teachers, beauty therapists. Remember, they'll all reorder as well, obviously. But do start to think that what are you going to get people? I remember last year on our team page, we had so many great ideas. Like people would buy a happy Christmas teacher mug, but then they'd put like a product inside there. So there are so many different things you can do, but make sure that anyone that you do give a little gift to, make sure it's obviously our gift and that you're planning that in advance as well. So it can be really exciting. Kerry, teacher gift, winter playtime duty survival kit. I love that. So you can give that. Would you give that to them before Christmas, maybe? Like at the beginning of December? A winter playtime duty survival kit. That's a great idea. So Kerry, can you explain what, I can obviously guess, but explain what would be in your playtime survival kit? Probably earplugs.
Can I speak instead, because it'll be quicker?
Wonderful, so much quicker. Yes, go ahead.
Aloe tea.
Oh yeah.
I've done this for one of our Amaze teachers. They had quite a few TAs and things in the class, so I just did a big shoebox with things that they could share for their teacher cupboard. So a propolis with chapped hands. I put in the amount of aloe lips for the adults that are in the classroom, chocolates,
Yeah.
The aloe tea, I've mentioned the propolis, heat lotion to warm their hands up when they come back in.
Brilliant.
Can't think what I put in then now,
This
but
is
quite a lot of things.
Kerry, I absolutely love the idea of like having, did you say a shoebox?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a great idea, having a shoebox and just full, so then they'll be discussing it and what they like, and they can dip in, dip out. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you so much for sharing. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so the top leaders in Forever and the smart Forever business owners will have their Christmas game plan. They will have started to think about it, if not already implemented it. So you've got to kind of think, why will some FBOs retail more than double what they normally do in the months and weeks leading up to Christmas? That's what I do now. I certainly didn't before, purely down to planning. But will you be one of them? Hopefully every single person on this webinar tonight will be, but obviously I can't control that. It's up to you to now take action and take activity. You just need to get ahead, get excited, and start planning. Okay, so it's Christmas. Let's maximize it, guys. And we do have 4 minutes for any questions. So if I just go back to this. Okay, does anybody have any questions or anything else they'd like to share that did or even didn't work in previous years? Please do unmute yourself or write it in the chat so I can unmute you. But it's going to be really helpful what did work last year and what absolutely hasn't worked in previous years. It'll be really helpful for everyone. Can anybody think of anything or want to share anything? Is that a no? Okay. People have shared quite a lot tonight, actually, so probably people are all shared out. Okay, Julia, clear balls with lips or samples in on stalls. They always look fab. I bet they look really, yeah, I bet they do, actually. And I presume the clear balls that you get, you can just get from the internet, can you? I presume. Oh, I like that. Bernadette, I did a White Wednesday instead of Black Friday. So did you, Bernadette, did you do, was that around Christmas time? Was that all to do with Christmas offers and things like that? Online party didn't work for me, Wendy says. Oh, didn't it? I've done some really successful online parties and some that just have not worked at all. And I guess the preparation is key on that as well. That's a whole different webinar, which I won't go into now, but there are certain things. And actually, if you go to the Forever YouTube channel, there is a brilliant online training by, can anyone remember? Louise Perry's done one, who's now Louise. No, she is now Louise Perry, sorry, she was Louise Evans. She's done a great one. There's somebody else that's done a really useful one, and I've put a lot of those tips into practice. So maybe look on Forever YouTube channel, Wendy. And you can use them again. So that's the balls, is it, Julia? You can use again. Okay, yeah, don't slow down in December. Use this time. Wish everyone a Merry Christmas. This will be a trade near Christmas. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, that's great, guys. Thank you very, very much for sharing. And this was my first ever team Zoom. So apologies for the 3-4 minutes at the beginning, which were just horrendous. But we all start somewhere, don't we? Oh, brilliant, Sophie, getting excited. Oh, I'm so glad I am too. I really, really am. Okay, that's cool. Have a great evening, everyone. Take care. How do I even stop this? I don't know. Wish me luck. You might be hearing me snoring if you're still here.